Alright, so I figure I have so many vehicles that I may as well kind of give a walkthrough of each one. So this is my 1985 F-250. It's got a 6.9 IDI diesel, 4-speed manual. It's a dually with a service box on it. Right now it really just needs tires. And I got to get the dash put back in because I removed it to get to the electrical. So that way I could figure out why the lights aren't working. And I think it has something to do with the old trailer brakes that were on here. So I've got to do that. Probably clean the interior again because it's been sitting. But this one runs, it drives, it performs really well. I'm kind of using it for storage right now. But yeah, just really needs tires and the dash put back in. And then this thing will be a good runner. And then the next one I have is my 1970 F100. It's got a topper on it. 4-wheel drive, 390 big block, also a 4-speed, and I've had it since I was 13, so going on 10 years now. I was in a front end wreck, so I've got to do some body work on the front just to kind of make it match. I experimented with some colors, but I'm going to buy some rattle can that matches and just redo the fender and the hood, and then maybe this front valence up here. But this really just needs some floor put in and maybe some carpet, and then, you know, because it's typical rust spots on old trucks. It needs a gas tank, but this one also runs and drives. Also needs tires. The tires are from 1981, but it's a really nice truck. I just needs little things here and there just to get it back on the road, but I'm very proud of this one. And then this is my 1991 Ford Aerostar. It's lowered, no springs in it, sitting on bump stops, and it really just needs probably a rear bumper and some interior stuff here and there, and then a new hatch, because the hatch it's aluminum and fiberglass, I think, and it's just chipping, so I need to fix that. And then whatever plastic they use, you can kind of see it through the window, it just kind of melts, so I need to redo some of that as well. But this thing's got pretty high mileage on it, but gets me where I need to go. It's also straight piped. This one's got cherry bombs, and then that one's got a full straight pipe as well. But it's a little 3-liter V6 automatic. Later down the road, I'd like to do bags or hydraulics. If I do bags, I'll do 22s. If I do hydraulics, I'll put it on 14-inch Daytons. But it's a good van. And then this is my 1991 LS400. It's a Lexus. It's got Megan Racing arms in the rear for the camber and the tow. It's on AT Italia 18x8s with a 2-inch spacer, I believe. I ruined the front fenders, so it's got black ones right now. I'm gonna wrap this car and that truck to match each other, but this is keeps debeating tires, so I'm gonna end up throwing some new tires on it here soon. But I'm gonna get the faces powder coated because I spray painted them and they just didn't come out how I wanted them to, so I'll redo those later. It's got a 1UZ V8 in it, and it's got a pretty nice interior despite the seats, but it's all complete. I got a chandelier in it. The tassels are falling down from the heat. The double-sided tape kind of took it down. It's got a vintage car phone in it, a stock Lexus one, also straight piped. And once I get my lift in, I'll be doing a brake line tuck. I'll redo the exhaust and a couple other things. And then this is my 1986 Nissan hardbody pickup. I'm doing a video on this one right now that'll be posted after this one, and it needs a lot. It needs brake master, clutch master, lines on both. It needs a radiator hoses. I need to build a whole custom light harness for it. I'm using the stock harness to run the engine. And then it'll need some rust repair on the floor, and then dash will be put back in it. It needs carpet, it needs sound deadening, I want to put the rear jumpers back in it because I pulled those out when I was in high school. So it needs a lot, but it's all pretty basic stuff. And then I'll be cutting up a Nissan Pathfinder once I find one to put over fenders on it, because the front ones, even though they're not bolted, are a lot wider than the rear. So the Nissan Pathfinder ones will come out to about here. And then it needs a fuel cell. It needs a lot, but this is kind of the ongoing project. I tore it apart 3 years ago, and I'm just now hammering away on it to get it done. So this is the one I've been focusing on the most, and this is probably the one that I care about the most, just because I've had it not the longest, but I've just grown the most attached to it. So working on this one right now, and then once I get new tires for this one, I'll probably get the wheels powder coated. I'll probably polish them again as well. I'll be wrapping this car Lexus Pearl White, but wrapped so it won't match perfect, but I'm going to be wrapping these the same colors so that way they both match. This is my other project. It needs the steering rebuilt, which I'm working on right now. I'm waiting on some bearings that are coming from France for the steering column, and then I'll have to do some work on the brakes, because right now the left foot brake works and the right foot one just goes to the floor now, and it keeps emptying out the reservoir, which means it's leaking internally because it's not dripping anywhere else. So I'll need to figure out the brakes on this, but it runs, it drives, clutch works and everything. It just needs some TLC. It's been sitting for a while, so I'll go through and change all the fluids, especially once I fix that brake leak, because it's leaking into my hydraulic fluid right now. But I inherited it from my neighbor, so I'm treating this one as nice as I can. And then I'll be buying new tires for the front, because one got shot with a bullet and it went all the way through. So I put a tube in it, but that's gonna probably pop at some point. So there'll be a video on this soon of me putting the front end on it. It's not fully mounted yet. It's still pretty loose, but it's mocked up just that way it's covered and protected from the weather. So there'll be another video on this one soon as well. This is my boat. It's a 1959 Rheinell. I might post some stuff on this one. It runs. It doesn't float yet because there's a lot of work on the hole that needs to happen, because there's literal holes in it. One's right there, and there's a couple more somewhere. But it's got a 50 horse Johnson on it. These are Volvo seats I got from my neighbor, and I'll end up bolting these down to the floor, just temporary. And it needs to be pressure washed again. I pressure wash it about once a year. But this will probably end up on the channel as well. Maybe we'll do some fishing videos. So I really need to get it going, because hot weather's not sticking around for too long. This is a 1990 XR80R for my nephews. It needs a new jug and head. My dad said that he wanted to buy it for me to fix, so I'm waiting on him to order that, so that way I can put a jug and a head on this one and get this one back on the road. And then this is my 1978 IT-175. The motor, tank, and seat and everything is in the Connex and storage. I just need to find time to get to that one. That's a LT80 I got off my coworker. Needs a new bottom end. And then that's my mini bike back there. I was putting a 212 on it, but it's too big for the frame, so I think I'm going to put the 79cc one back on there. Work on getting brakes on it. This is my uncle's DT-175. He's trading a motorcycle to me to fix it for him, so I gotta do some more stuff to it so that way I can ride it to see what exactly it needs. He said it's clutch problems, but I want to make sure before I go tearing into that and pulling that all apart. So I'll have a video on this once this one's done. This is my 1998 Suzuki Quad Runner 300, or King Quad 300. It got pulled out of a pond. That's how I got a hold of it. I put a different carb on it and put a seat cover, put headlights in it, put a headlight cover on it, put a battery in it, and this is kind of just the farm putter. I use it all the time. Best free thing probably that I've gotten a hold of. One of them, I guess. And then this is my Honda 400 EX that I bought off my grandfather out of California. The plastics are broken in a couple spots because of me, so I'm going to change them to white because I found a set that are about the same price as the red ones, and I'd really like it to match my hard body once the pickup is done. So that way, while this is in the back of it, it just looks really nice. And I'll get some Nerf bars and some new grips and hand shields and stuff for it at some point, but this one runs really good, so I'm trying not to really mess with it. And then this is my 1980 something CX650. Somebody started converting it into a hardtail with some screamer pipes on it. So I'm going to end up getting this one running. It was seized when I got it. I have really old footage of that I'll probably include. And I'm just going to build a king and queen chopper out of it because it's already pretty much there. And the bike I'm getting for working on that DT175 over there will be a good donor bike for this one because it's a 500, so they match up pretty well. So there'll be a video on this someday too once I get to it.